So I recently read a book called Art of War. So Art of War லேருந்து பிஸ்னஸ்க்காக என்ன நம்மளால எடுத்துக்க முடியும் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன், Art of Warல இருக்கிற ஐடியாஸ், what will help in entrepreneurship. Basically this business strategy and everything evolved early 60s or late 50s. Lot of these strategies have come from wars and armies. First one which the book says, the best military strategy is not having a war itself.
I just want peace.
How is this possible? So what military strategy says? One is knowing about you, your strengths, and knowing about the opponent and his strengths. Similarly, if you take a business, நம்மளோட strength என்ன, நம்மளோட skills என்ன, நம்மளோட team என்ன, நம்மளோட resources என்ன, knowing about ourselves very clearly. And the second one in a war is knowing about your enemy. That is your competitors. So உங்க business landscapeல எத்தனை competitors இருக்காங்க? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் விஷயம் என்ன அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும்னா, எந்த ஒரு கண்ட்ரியுமே லாங் டர்மாக வார்ல இருந்து ஹாப்பியாக இருந்ததே கிடையாது. சண்டையில் இருக்கிற எந்த ஒரு கண்ட்ரியுமே க்ரோத்தே இருக்காது, அவங்களோட எக்கனாமியே டவுனாக இருக்கும். பிகாஸ் தே ஸ்பெண்ட் ஆல் தியர் strength, mind, money, everything in that particular war. It is the same with business also. ஸோ நம்மளும் காம்படிஷன் பற்றியே சண்டை போட்டுகிட்டே இருக்கோம் கண்டினியூஸாக. அவங்களோட பெட்டராக பண்ணும், இவங்களோட பெட்டராக பண்ணும் அப்படின்னு அவங்ககிட்ட பீப்புளை போச் பண்ணும். இதை பற்றியே யோசிச்சுட்டு இருந்தோன்னா யூ வில் நெவர் ஹாவ் த டைம் அண்ட் மைண்ட் டு ஃபோக்கஸ் ஆன் யுவர் பிஸ்னஸ். ஹவு யூ கேன் ஆக்சுவலி சப்டியூ யுவர் காம்படிஷன் வித்தவுட் ஃபைட்டிங். ஸோ உங்கள் காம்படிஷன் வந்து உங்களை வெறுக்கணும்னு அவசியம் கிடையாது. யூ டோன்ட் ஹாவ் டு கிரியேட் ஸோ மெனி ஹேட்டர்ஸ். தட் இஸ் நாட் ஹெல்தி ஆல்சோ. How you can create a market without actually defeating a lot of your competitors. So ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் பற்றி உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப தெரியுதுன்னா, start finding out a niche in that particular problem where your competitor is weak or doesn't exist or doesn't concentrate. So by understanding that particular niche, you work harder and harder and find a solution where nobody is there. So everybody wins. ஸோ உங்களோட வின் வந்து உங்கள் காம்படிட்டரை வந்து அஃபெக்டே பண்ணாது. பிகாஸ் யூ ஆர் ஃபைட்டிங் இன் அ டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டெரிட்டரி வேர் தேர் இஸ் நோ காம்படிஷன். And then be so good with your product or with your service that you've done so much of research, so much of hard work, that nobody actually tries to beat you. Either people should please you, acquire you, or else partner with you. That will create prolonged peace instead of prolonged war. So you're not fighting with anybody, but still you're winning, successful in a particular domain. So warla enna important ah solranga appadina, whenever you're surrounding an enemy, you have to leave a little space for them to run. So you shouldn't cover them 360 degree. That is when they actually put their 100% and fight back. Whenever you're leaving a small space, they will think of leaving that particular place. So this works in business as well. You have to leave a small space where they can look after other markets, or they can look at other products or other services and not fight with you. And what is more important in war? People who fight for you. So who in business actually fights for you? It's your team. So it's very important to actually treat them really well. Know all the nitty-gritties, what is their particular problem, what are they facing in office. When you actually scale, it is very very easy to ignore your team. So you actually forget about the people who are fighting for you. In war, they say you should treat your soldiers like your sons. Only then they'll walk into any kind of trouble, any kind of situation with you. One thing which is not a part of war but a part of business is customers. Business la enna na, we have to understand a customer. There are quotes saying customer is God. Customer is the one who pays money and we work for the customer. So understanding the customer, what is actually the problem he's facing, what are the problem you're solving, what are you doing better than the competition, how are you communicating that with the customer. So this is where design comes in. All the other parts belong to strategy. So the type of website you have, the type of product packaging you have, the type of product you've designed, so all this is because you've understood the customer well. So this is something we understand from the art of war, of how we can implement those strategies in business.